of the videos that I dropped recently about foreigners with our ID and passport being caught, when I dropped that video, there were lots of reactions. However, I realized that a lot of us really need to know, because most of us are learned, however, may not really know the system. And because of that, some narrative will be pushed out there. So in this video, I want us to talk about some of the things that people said. We need to clarify a lot of things.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze, in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing.
So for the questions on the comment section, I'll be taking them one after the other. However, I'm going to march them if they are saying the same thing. So I brought out a few of the comments and I want us to talk about them, okay, together, okay, me and you. We'll talk about them and analyze them. All right, okay, someone now said, who is issuing the passport to them, if not Nigerian immigration? Another person said, who gave them the card in the first place? Someone said, did they pick the card on the floor? Right? Someone else said, our immigration officers issues our passports to the highest bidder. Once you offer them enough money, it's done. And they don't ask the right questions. Now, brothers and sisters, I want us to talk about this. And someone now talked about custom officers. The person said, the real question should be, how can someone who is not a citizen get a passport? How are they doing it? Dirty custom officers. Shame. Another person said, yes, that is true. Most of these Togolese, Cotonou and Ghanaians in Nigeria have Nigerian passport. The immigration and customs have failed. Another person said, no be immigration they give. They don't even thief my own. Alright guys, so yes, I think we need to talk. Okay? The truth of the matter is this. Yes, our passports are issued by the immigration. However, they are not to be blamed for this. I'm going to give you an example. If you are occupying a particular position and maybe you are the gate person and the criteria to attend the party or to enter the compound is to present certain documents or certificates, that's your duty. Your duty there in your duty post is to ask or demand for the certificate, for the criteria. Once it is being presented, what happens? You clear the road. So the same is applicable here. I just want you to have an open mind. The same is applicable everywhere. If you are a secretary and there are criteria that must be met before your boss will be seen, if someone comes to the office and meets the criteria, does what they are told to do, then you will allow them to meet the boss. If they now met with the boss and maybe the boss did not want to see them, you will realize you will not be the one to be blamed because you were given a particular order to follow. What am I saying? You don't just apply and get your passport. There are protocols to observe. There are documents to present. In this nation, you will need your local government area of origin. Right? That's your state of origin. You will need your passports. You will need your newspaper publication. If you are married, for a change of name. You need other documents that are important. You need your birth certificates. You need your NIN, brothers and sisters. That's your national identification number. You need all those documents to be submitted before immigration will process your passports. They are not the ones issuing those documents. The Nigerian immigration does not issue NIN. They are not the one that issues you with your local government area of origin. They are not the one that issues your birth certificates. Did you understand? They are not the one that issues affidavits, court affidavit. They are not the one that changes the newspaper's publication. They are not the one that prints or publishes the newspaper publication. Theirs is for you to provide those. Now, they expect that those in charge or those involved in issuing those documents will do due diligence. Brothers and sisters, did you understand? And that is why sometimes some narrative we push online do dent some images. Like I said, brothers and sisters, we are here to learn. I am here to explain so that certain narrative will change. We are not just here to change the narrative of saying, oh, we want to push Nigeria to the world. We want to push this narrative to the world. We also need to decipher certain things to fix some narrative and change some narrative against certain ministries in this nation. The custom and immigration are not the people involved. Currently, without your NIN, you cannot get your passport. So, to get your passport, you will need to enroll for your NIN. Now, this is where I feel the government should come in. Brothers, national identification number NIN is what identifies us. It is our social security number. It is what binds you as a citizen of this country. And it is being controlled by NIMC. That is the National Identity Management Commission, which was established in 2007 through the NIMC Act number 23 of 2007 to operate and regulate matters of national identity in Nigeria, with services covering national identification number enrollment and issuance of national identity card, as well as identity verification, data authentication, and harmonization. Now, they have a code, a code of conduct that must be complied with. However, when they commenced, there were agents hired as ad hoc to help in different areas, by some ogas. And that's one of the problems. I know that later, most of them were deactivated. However, the problem already had occurred. Why allow ad hoc staff? In fact, some can even self-register the names of officials that are corrupt, and some ad hoc staff that are corrupt are a serious mess to this country. Honestly, I feel government would have taken their time to recruit, to train, and to psychologically prepare those that will be occupying this particular commission, because it's a sensitive unit. However, if I'm going to be honest, Africa generally have a problem. We have a corruption issue, corruption problem rooted deep into us. It's not just in Nigeria. If you go to other nations, the same thing, they are battling the same thing. Corruption everywhere. The staff of NIMC, that's an ordinary citizen. The ad hoc staff, that is the ordinary citizen too. And me and you, still the same citizen, that took these foreigners to the NIMC office to obtain NIN for citizens. For goodness sake, they should go for the foreigners' NIN. Allow foreigners to be foreigners and allow citizens to be citizens, so that issues of crime can easily be identified. We tend to recruit guys with dubious character. Guys that can collect money and issue NIN to anyone if they want to. So immigration officials are not to be blamed for the NIN obtained by foreigners. Did you understand? Now, let's talk about the local government area of origin. We have the chiefs. We have village heads. They should do thorough investigation before they will hand out local government area of origin to people. We have more than 700 local governments in Nigeria. And in each of these local governments, there are certificates. And these certificates are printed in colored copies, handed out to the local government chairman. And each of these local government chairmen, they have their own unique format. And for you to be given your local government area of origin certificate, you will need an approval letter from your village head or your king. So which simply means without an approval letter or authorization letter, you will not be given the certificate. So what happened? Who authorized who? Who gave the authorization? Who approved that these people are from this particular village before they were given the certificate in the local government? When you have dubious chiefs, when you have corrupt village heads, when you have corrupt autonomous community leaders, that is what you're going to see. They will start issuing local government area certificates to non-indigens of the land. What I am saying is this: even if you are a Nigerian, you don't have a business obtaining local government area certificate from a local government that is not yours. We're not even talking about being Nigerian here. We're talking about local government area indigents. See, we have a lot of work to do. You see why I call on citizens? Did you see why I say that now we they do ourselves? Now we they destroy ourselves. Now we they cast ourselves joy. Let's stop calling government though. Now we. How much did they give you as a village head? Maybe 10,000, 50,000, 20,000. And you sold the certificate given to you for your people to a foreigner. Because it is that certificate that they will take to go and get their NIN. Brothers and sisters. Now let's talk about newspaper publication. The publishing houses. When people bring in information about them and their names, it will be difficult for them to decipher whether these names are Nigerian names or not. However, there are people submitting those things to the media. How thorough are you? How much did they pay you as an errand boy or girl to pick an information from a foreigner and submit to the media house? Yes, you heard me. Is it court affidavit? Who submitted that written letter to the court? Because the magistrate may not know. But you that passed it from your local council, you are a corrupt person. You are a staff like me. You are just an ordinary Nigerian citizen. You know that this person is a foreigner. But you told them to go and bring money. They brought money. They wrote a letter. You carried the letter and submitted to the magistrate. And of course, you placed it in between so that as the magistrate is signing, he will sign everything. The magistrate trusted you. But were you to be trusted? No. So brothers and sisters, did you see? So the normal staff in the office that work with local council carried the informations, collected the money, bribes, sent to the magistrates every Fridays or Thursdays or Mondays, depending on their sitting time. And they signed. So now they've gotten their affidavit, court affidavit. Because you, in that local council, you are corrupt. You took an oath of allegiance to do away with corruption, bribery, corruption, anything that will spoil our image, we will not partake. Obey the clarion call under the rain and in the sun. They mobilized youth corpers for some registrations in Nigeria to help to enroll people because of the population. You as a youth corper, did you obey the clarion call? Corruption. You as a student, as a graduate, youth obey the clarion call as a youth corper. Are you obeying the clarion call? Youth obey the clarion call. Let us lift our nation high, under the sun or in the rain. With dedication and selflessness, Nigerians ours, Nigeria we serve. I hope I still remember the NYSC anthem. But under the sun and in the rain, you were told to serve with dedication, with selflessness, not with bribery, not with corruption, not with collecting 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira to issue NIN to people whom you know when you started imputing their data that they are not Nigerians. You are blaming government. But now me and you, brothers and sisters, now me and you, now our children. Now let's talk about birth certificates. Who issued a fake birth certificate to them? It is difficult for them to obtain a birth certificate, so they will obtain court affidavits, which is also being handed over to us. Some of us that work in local government, some of us that work in the ministries, and we will take them to the courts. Now we. The magistrate signed because the magistrate believed in you. But you, the citizen, the staff, now you collect money for back. Now, court affidavit have been signed, which will replace their birth certificate. Because from that birth certificate, it would have been known that they are not Nigerians. From that birth certificate, the name of their parents, some origins, some documents would have exposed them. Now, they are covering it with affidavit from the courts. Second, they went for their NIN. But before they got their NIN, they went to the village head. You as a youth, you connived with a chief in the village. You connived with a village leader. And you went to your king, got an approval letter with the foreigner's name on it. You took it to the local government and it was issued to them. And so they carried it to the NIN person that will enroll them. Some questions and answers, even from that end, the NIN official would have known. But well, they collected the money and they gave them NIN. And they gathered all these documents and they went to immigration. Brothers and sisters, if you see everything authentic, you will issue them with a passport. You will process their passport. If any of those documents were to be fake, it will be detected. But every document they presented were legit because they were legitimately gotten through bribery and corruption. Now we as the citizen, now we be the problem most times. Yes, I fought the government, but what about me and you? They brought us to do the job. Now we faulted, now we defaulted. Now for the immigration, this is where they have an issue. Highest bidder is not a problem to me if you are a Nigerian citizen. Because if you follow the protocols of getting passport in this nation, brothers and sisters, you go wait higher. Like sometimes 6 months, 8 months, you've not gotten your passport. So some people will be like, okay, can I get it faster? But what I am saying is, are you a citizen? For as long as all those documents are submitted, that's not a problem for me. Mine is, who gave you the documents? Before the documents were issued, were their verifications done? If they were not done and they were issued and bribe was collected, it would be difficult for an immigration officer to know. How will I know that you are not from Ogun State? How will I know that you are not from Lagos State? When you have your LASRA, you have your local government area of origin, you have everything that makes someone a Lagosian. How will I know? And you speak Yoruba. Even if you don't speak Yoruba. Not all Yorubas speak Yoruba. There are Yorubas that are not staying in Yoruba land. So how will I know? There are documents I want to see. I have seen them. I scrutinized them. I investigated the documents on the screen to know if they are legit. And they are legit. So, I will do the needful. But the problem came from the people that gave him or her that ID that they brought to my office. Did you understand? Please, I want us to understand this narrative. If not that the immigration personnel were doing due diligence, they wouldn't have discovered these people with trying to get this passport. It was because some of them during biometric we are behaving somehow. Immigration were like, hold on, you sure say you be Nigerian? You have all the documents, but you sure say you be Nigerian? That's why they started reporting. So please, I want us to understand this. Immigration, they have their problems. With all this backyard money they collect in order to issue the passport faster or to process it faster. A lot of people also complained about many foreigners that they know, like Cameroonians, Ghanaians, people from some African countries claiming to be Nigerians in Nigeria. And yes, that's true. That is true. That is true. And please, these are things that government will need to look into. And also not just government, me and you. Now me and you, they encourage them now to go and obtain it. So yes, we need to do the needful. I also talked about it being a problem. They getting these passports and also committing crime and dumping their citizenship on us. Protecting their own nation and heaping crime on us. It got to stop. Like if you go through that comment, a lot of things, those in the north, those in Asian countries, claiming to be Nigerians, it got to stop. And I love the fact that we are all talking about it. Alright? But the right thing should be done. The right people need to do the needful. Government, please, I am humbly pleading. NIN is not beans. Voters card, NIN. No, all these necessary documents that Nigerians must possess. We need a large body that will be organized, properly trained to handle this. And the consequences of them derailing should be made known to them. Dear brothers and sisters, information is key, information is power. Please, let us channel our anger to the right people, me and you, and governments. And when all these paramilitary units and military units default, we will also blame them. However, let us not drag them when they are innocent.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the rhythm collide. I'm the king of this groove with the catchy hook. Got the ladies moving and the fellas shook. Just down the boulevard with the top down low. Music blasting loud, feeling the flow. Neon lights flicker in the night's embrace. Lost in the moment, in this rhythmic chase. Catching glances from strangers as I pass them by. In the city of dreams, where stars light up the sky. Every step, every verse takes me closer.